Well, hello everybody. Wow, what a mess. This is Twinstiq.com for you with our new feature, the Twinstiq Game Club. And with me is Andrew. Say hello, Andrew.
Hey, everyone.
Billy.
Hello, everybody.
Cody.
Hey, Internet.
And me, that's Dr. S. And I was having a panic attack right now because I just realized that I still haven't changed all the details of the stream. So we are not playing Pro Evolution Soccer. We are also not playing Deus Ex, but I wasn't able to find the talk show thingy. So yeah. Anyway, Billy, you take over while I try to fix this mess.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Things have gone downhill rapidly.
Welcome to Twinstiq.
Well, yeah, that's
kind of
par for the
motto
course
here.
now, right? Yeah.
How we roll.
Yeah, seriously. So, do you just want me to talk a little bit about what we're doing here? Some people might not know, but we have a game club. It's kind of like a book club. And this week's, or month's, I guess, game was Deus Ex, the original one. So we all played at least a little bit of that. We all got at least through Liberty Island. A couple of us have gotten farther. And we're just going to talk a little bit about the game and what we think of it, what we think of some of the core mechanics, whether we think some things hold up, what doesn't hold up, that kind of thing. And we just, kind of enjoy each other's company while we share in a gaming experience, which is kind of lacking in this day and age, right? You used to go to school and work, talk to your friends about gaming, and now, I don't know, the discussion's kind of fallen by the wayside. It's reduced to like 2 second or 2 sentence quick things on Twitter. So, thought this would be kind of fun.
Yeah, and I managed to fix it. So, yay!
Woo! Yay, fixing things.
Okay. Yeah, continue, Billy. I'm still doing other stuff.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought you started talking. I was like, all right, I'm done. That's it. I'm checked out. I'm going to start watching some videos.
That's it. It's all over. Sorry, guys. We played the game. That's all you get to know.
Yeah.
And the game was
That's
Deus
the
Ex.
discussion. Now, I think it'd be interesting. Have you guys all played the new Deus Ex? The Human Revolution?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay,
Yep.
so it'd be interesting at the end here to talk about what we think worked well, like what they carried over, and what we wish they might have carried over from the original game. But then also maybe some of the stuff that they didn't carry over, and whether we think that's a good idea or not. If we can kind of fit that in at the end here.
We could totally do that. Hopefully.
All right. So I guess we'll start off. Who wants to kind of talk about their first experience playing the game? I think Andrew, you said you hadn't played it before, right?
Yeah, that's true. I never got to experience it back in the day, so this is my first time. And I've heard a lot about it. I understand it's a classic, but I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but so far I haven't seen that. I don't think it really holds up all particularly well. Graphically, sound design, gameplay, but I'm hoping to be proven wrong as I continue to play through. I'm hoping I'll get hooked after a couple more levels or something, but we'll see how it goes.
No, it's a valid point. It does not make good first impressions if you've never played it before and you don't know some of the later stuff that's coming up, and I can definitely see that. Stick with it though. You'll kind of hear
I'm going to.
about this, but yeah, stick with it. I think you'll enjoy it in the long run. Now, whether or not it's still as good as it was in the day, and I think we can all agree that it's probably not as good as it was when it came out. But what about you, Cody? How about you? Did you play it back in the day? I assume you did, right?
Yeah.
Cody, your video has frozen on my
Not when it came out, but I did. I went to college. Well, that sucks because I don't know how to fix that. Because
Oh, you're back.
I don't really know
You're
what
right.
to do about that. Okay. But no, I tried it first time when I got to college about 5 years ago. Someone told me about it because the new game was coming out, and so I tried it. And it did take me a while to get accustomed to the old school controls. but I fell in love with the story, even if it wasn't the prettiest game in the world. And I thought the stealth elements were very strong for especially something as difficult as it was, especially in the later levels, which we won't get into. But I very much enjoyed the game, and yeah, I replayed it a few times since.
What about you, Dr. S? You ready to give us some wisdom, or are you still busy?
I'm still fairly busy. I'm currently setting up a giveaway, actually. So if you're watching this, there is now a giveaway for a copy of Deus Ex on the stream.
Oh, whoa.
I like the categories.
There we go.
All right, I'll talk a little bit about mine then while you're kind of doing your thing. I first played it about, I think, 5 or 6 years ago, somewhere around there. I bought it on a sale on a whim. Came with the sequel from Gamersgate. And when I started playing it, it did not grab me right away. The visuals are a little dated, and I hate the way the faces look. I mean, I know at the time it was kind of cool to have like very detailed faces, but they just look like plastic masks that they've slapped onto the forehead or something. But it got me real quick. I hated the controls, and I still do. I'll be honest. The fact that I can aim my gun directly at somebody's head, fire 3 times, and not even hit their body at all drives me insane. Like that. But that's, I mean, the RPG mechanic.
Yeah.
It's maddening sometimes. Are you guys getting any feedback from when you talk into my mic?
No.
I can't talk into a mic, so no idea.
Yeah, I would have a really hard time talking into your mic, I think.
Well, no, because I don't have headphones on right now, so the speakers are just
No, it's fine.
coming out.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, wait, I don't hear myself at all.
All right. Oh, nice. That's
Okay.
a point in this mic's favor, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. S?
Yeah, so, go on Twitter and retweet my message. Anyway, my first experience with Deus Ex. When was the game released? 96?
2000.
2000? Oh, right, 2000.
I just pulled it up on Wikipedia.
That's about 15 years ago. And, well, I'm not gonna tell you how I got my copy, but
I won't tell you how my friend in college gave it to me either.
Yeah. Things were different 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, I had no money, for example. Well, that's not so different from now. Well, my first experience with it was a bitch, to be honest. My PC wasn't able to run it, even though the game wasn't looking good back then either. But I somehow managed to maybe get half of it done. No idea. Can't remember much about it because 15 years ago. And after that, I think I started about 3 years ago to reinstall it about every 3 months or so. And never got beyond the first level because the game really didn't age that well, to be honest.
There's that saying on the internet that every time you mention Deus Ex, somebody reinstalls and plays Deus Ex. But I want to know, like, if that's a true statistic, how many of them get past Liberty Island before they're just like, no. For its time, maybe, but no, no.
I mean, I was having a hard time for this Twinstiq Game Club thing to make it past Liberty Island. My first try was very short.
I think that they did a really poor job of getting you into the game. They kind of throw you into the Liberty Island situation, and you don't really know what you're supposed to do. Is it a shooter? Is it a stealth game? You're not really told anything, and you can kind of go either way. But if you don't go stealth, if you just go in guns blazing, things are going to go very poorly for you pretty quick.
Yeah. It's funny that what the giving us little to no information and maybe too much choice is something that we don't like nowadays, whereas back then that was something that people really like. Having an optional tutorial, like the fact that you don't have to like sit through and go through all the like special agent training stuff in that game, That would not fly in today's day and age. But I like games where it's just like you could play the tutorial; it's there for you, but you don't have to do it. It's like it's a requirement in most games nowadays.
That's true. That's true. I think it's because of things like this where you get people who jump into a game. Because I mean, that's what I do. I've never been one who like sat down and read the manuals. I had friends who did that. They'd buy a game, they'd pull out the manual, they'd spend the first 2 hours reading through the manual, and if it was like a flight sim, they'd spend the next 5 years learning it like a college course. And then they finally play it. I'm like, I already beat the game, and you're barely started up. But, I don't know. I've never been one who did that. So new games forcing me into a tutorial can be annoying, especially if it's a long tutorial. But I like when they do it where it's just kind of here you are, and we're going to pop up some little hints in the corner and just tell you, WASD is for movement and like that kind of thing. But I hate it when they stop my character and say, don't move. Well, I'm getting a little off topic, but yeah, I hate that whole like stopping your character and not allowing you to do anything while they explain what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So, but let's get back to the basics. Yeah. We just discovered that the game is 15 years old by now. So chances are some of you maybe not have been born by the time this game was released. I mean, I doubt it, but you never know.
I was 9 when that game came out. I was in elementary school when that game came out.
Yeah. So, what is Deus Ex actually about? If you've never heard about it, well, you probably know the new one. But what are the main differences between the original one and Human Revolution?
Oh, yeah, I'd say the main difference is the premise is fairly similar. I'd say. I mean, it's kind of a cyberpunk themed world,
Yeah.
Yeah. The original is actually set before Human Revolution, and after Human Revolution. Sorry. And this is also where the idea for me personally came in to do a game club on the original Deus Ex, because from what we know so far, the next entry in the series, will be set 2 years before the original Deus Ex. So it will be interesting to see how they connect more or less the story bits and so on.
It'll be very interesting to see how much they try and do that. And are you going to be one of the good guys, or are you going to be one of the bad guys, or are you going to be an NSF soldier and like setting up the whole situation that happens in the original Deus Ex? That'd be very interesting.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, but now whether they'll do it or not, we'll have to see. I'd say the biggest change. I know this is going to sound weird, but the biggest change between the first game and the newest game for me was the cover mechanic. Like they just did not have that in the old games, and it felt so much. I don't know. It felt to me a little bit cheaper to kind of click into cover and click out of cover. But maybe that's just because I'm used to those old games where cover just meant you were behind a solid object and there was no like special button that you pressed or anything.
I think one of the deeper changes in the old one is actually... okay, Cody is gone. It's actually the fact that, well, at least until they fixed the new one in an update which actually broke the game, you weren't able to completely stealth Human Revolution. However, you get way more freedom in the original Deus Ex, especially with the level design. There are many ways to actually achieve your goals, and that's something that is missing from the most recent entry, which is, well, sad actually. They promised that they want to do more of the stuff in the new one, but we'll see what really happens with that.
Yeah, you can still kind of... I mean, I think the new one, and to an extent the old one too, but I think both games kind of funneled you more towards stealth. Because even the old one, you could go in blaze, but you were still...
You haven't seen my playthrough.
Preferred that you went stealth.
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just terrible at running in and shooting in the old game. But I have it so much easier when I go stealth in that game.
Well, to be fair, I played it on normal, so it was a bit easier. and I was actually able to just stand around and wait until my crosshair gets slow enough to actually hit somebody, which takes about a minute or so. But I wasn't having any troubles running and gunning through Deus Ex.
It's interesting because for me, well, maybe it's just because I never took a knee and sat there for like 5 minutes while my crosshairs got smaller. Because when you start out in that game, you turn a corner and you fire at somebody, and it's like your crosshair is your entire screen, so you have no idea where the bullet is going to go.
Did you play the tutorial?
No, I didn't, because I've played it before, and
because they actually tell you that, and I played the tutorial because I've never played it before, and they actually tell you that you have to wait for the little crosshairs to get really narrow.
Yep.
And that'll affect your accuracy. That's probably why you're not hitting anything.
Yeah, but I hate that mechanic. I think the problem is that it takes too long for the crosshairs to get to that point. I mean, by that point, my guy's like passed out from boredom. He woke up. He had a sandwich, and now his crosshairs are tiny. Like,
You know,
is that something that you can upgrade as the game goes through, like the speed?
I just wanted to tell him there's a very easy fix for this. Just spend 1 point on pistols.
Okay.
Yes.
And you
There you go.
The more you spend points on a specific thing in Deus Ex, as long as it's not swimming, the better you'll be at that particular thing by leaps and bounds, too. I mean, you can get to the point where you can take out almost anybody with a pistol. But, again, by the end of the first mission, I had already set my sights on the fact that I was going stealth. Both the first time I played it and this time.
Yeah. Cody? You missed...
I know.
Okay.
So what are we on? I guess
Pistols.
then.
Yeah, pistols and leveling up your aiming.
It's all about the crossbow.
What are the
So it
main
is.
differences between the new one and the old one for you?
Probably controls is what I go to the most. I definitely feel like the new one had a tighter control scheme. I definitely felt like it was in control of my character a lot more, but I did like the having to like hold your pistol, for a long time for the crosshairs to actually like move and aim kind of thing, and as you leveled it up, the faster it would do that. But
You did like that.
yeah, I did. I like that kind of thing. I think they maybe exaggerated it a bit too much.
Yeah.
Like I think if you played Alpha Protocol, it does that same kind of thing, but it's a lot more forgiving. Like it starts actually like getting closer to the crosshair a bit faster. Like I don't know.
I think my problem with it is that it took so long that it was like your guy had never seen a pistol before. Like if you don't have training in pistols, your guy didn't even know what a pistol was. You're lucky he was shooting it that way and not like back at you.
Yeah.
Well, it is his first day
that's
on the
true.
job in the game.
Yeah.
He literally has no training. He's like, what am I doing? Where am I? Come on, guys.
Yeah. And he's cybernetically enhanced. Like I'd hate to see what like a non-cybernetically enhanced person has to do to shoot a fucking gun. Like,
Well, they said he had cybernetic enhancements, and all they let him do is see through his sunglasses as if he didn't have sunglasses on.
Well, actually, I noticed when you go in to assign a point, before you put the point on it, it actually says untrained. So I guess he's literally untrained.
He's like the only
that's true.
espionage agent ever who's never been trained on any kind of weapon.
Yeah.
They just
Like, he's
recruited the janitor.
He had a real manpower problem.
To be fair, though, after Liberty Island, you're given a good fucking amount of experience points to dump in pretty early on that you can basically, level up the things that you use the most that matter to you. And it probably it helps it a lot more after that. Because after Liberty Island, you're like, every experience that you're in, you're just like, man, that was not nearly as as much as everything I did in the other one.
But Billy made an interesting point previously by stating that both games kind of guide you into the stealth sort of,
The stealth path.
But if I remember correctly, Human Revolution actually started as a shooter, so... And, well...
But you were admonished for all the killing, like, immediately after the first thing. Like, I had one of the people, like, talking bad to me, like, did you have to make it a bloodbath? And I was like, well, what?
Yeah.
no,
but yeah,
the very
that
first mission
game
before
is-
you get all your augments.
Yeah, before you
you're
get
talking
anything,
about-
it
Oh,
starts out in the raid on the lab, and you have to like literally like shoot your way out. I was very skeptical about how this game was going to play out because I was expecting more hardcore stealth missions, and I was just like, all right, I'm playing like Gears of Cyberpunk, which is fine, but I'm glad that wasn't the case for the whole game.
Yeah.
But I think that a lot of games like this, they say that you can do anything you want, and then if you go stealthy and you start hacking stuff and going in through the ducts, you start racking in XP. They're like, here's 50 XP for going through a duct. Here's 50 XP for hacking this computer. Meanwhile, if you just run in and shotgun everybody to death, they're like, here's 5. Congrats.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the new one did maybe address that a bit better. Like, actually, punching through walls and taking people out seemed about just as effective as anything else. And it really fucking punished you if you didn't carry around any lethal weapons once you got to the boss battles, because, we needed those in a Deus Ex game.
Well, they fixed those, more or less. In
Yeah.
the Game of the Year edition, or whatever it was called, or complete, or definitive.
We won't
Definitive
talk
edition.
about the quote-unquote boss battles in the original, but...
Okay.
Andrew?
Yeah.
That was one point I wanted to address, was the boss battles, because I actually going into this game, I'd played Human Revolution first. So when you get to the end where you get to the terrorist ringleader, I see him just standing up there, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, I got to get ready for this intense boss fight. And I walk up, and he's like, I surrender.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was easy.
Time for a conversation, like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, don't worry, there are boss fights. But they are optional.
Yeah, that's the thing I want to, like, we're not going to talk about the boss fights, but that's what I liked about it. They were totally optional. You could sneak past them, or talk your way out of them, or fight them if you wanted. And I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, the new one, it was just like, here's a guy with a rocket launcher. What?
And I was like, what? All I got is tranquilizer darts, dude.
I was like, I've been throwing away everything else. What are you talking about? I'm selling
This guy's in like basically full plate armor. Like, what am I supposed to do? You shoot him with tranq darts like 50 times, and he finally goes down. It's like, Jesus fucking, that was the first boss. And then the next one, I was like, well, I can't actually really hurt you that much. I don't have enough tranq darts.
That's why I started carrying around a rocket launcher. Like, I was stealthy that entire game, but I had a rocket launcher.
Yeah, I was stealthy too, but I carried around lethal weapons. I had a machine gun for boss battles, and I just shot everyone else in the head with my pistol for the rest of the game. So it's like, well, if I can't not fucking kill nobody in this game, I'm going to kill as many people as possible. Because the way I like to play stealth games is I don't even like to knock out people. I like to try to sneak past as many people as possible, and then them all realize that they fucked up at them. I think that's the funniest way to do it. But in that game, I was just kind of like, well, that's kind of out the window, I guess.
I've never had the patience for that in any stealth game. I mean, if you watch me stream a stealth game, you'll know that there's a certain pattern I go through. I start stealthing really quietly, I get seen, and then out comes the guns, and I've just got to fight my way through everything else because I've lost it. Once I've seen once, it's over. I'm gonna start killing people.
I'm one of those people where playing Hitman, as soon as the gunfights would happen, maybe I would play through a gunfight just because it was fun, but whether after the gunfight was over or even if it just started, I would just restart the last checkpoint. I was just like, nope, I got seen.
Yeah.
So back to... Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Dr.
My first experience during the original Deus Ex, during our game club session, was being called a fascist, and my second experience was somewhat trying to do a stealth run. If you watch my Let's Play, you will notice that I'm not sure about the stealth run at all. And I managed to get about... once you get from the docks onto the main island, there are some crates on your left side. You remember those, probably? I managed to get there until I got spotted the first time. So That was my stealth run.
Like 5 feet in.
Yeah. After that, I said screw it, and I just shot everyone down.
Did you get the crates underneath? Did you even get the crates underneath the docks in the water? Like.
I got those. No, but I mean those on the actual island.
I had a question about the docks, by the way.
Yep.
Okay.
I noticed at the end of the level, your headquarters are like literally around the corner. So, why did you even come by the docks? If they've taken and why did they choose like your headquarters aren't even secret? They got the name like right on the top. Like, so why would this terrorist organization choose to hole up right there? I don't know. A lot about the first level didn't make much sense to me.
Yeah. Not to mention the helicopter which flies away.
As you play through a bit.
What was that?
Yeah.
Sorry, Cody.
The starting in there, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but the plot actually kind of fills that in a bit later when you realize what NSF is. They're a bunch of pricks. It kind of makes a bit more sense why they do that.
Well,
why
they say
UNATCO would try to do.
J.C. Denton was like, he's like the first one to have those type of augmentations, right? There were some other ones, but they were more crude. Like, he's the first one to have them fully integrated. So maybe he was like a janitor, and they were like, well, he's expendable. They threw some stuff on him, and they were like, hey, we just got took over. Bring back, janitor Bob. Like, let's call him J.C. Denton now. Give him a trench coat.
That's true. Everything in that game does just scream late 90s Matrix era trench coats, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it literally came out a year. It literally came out a year after the Matrix did, so you could, obviously you can tell the influence.
Tons of things that were doing that kind of Blade is the same kind of thing back then. Yeah.
Another thing that I found fairly entertaining, those RoboCop bots that walk around. Those bipedal robots.
The Ed 209s.
Yeah, exactly. They were patrolling right next to all those, terrorists. No idea what they were called again. And if I remember correctly,
NSF.
taking one of those down takes a bit of work. So why aren't they just attacking? I mean, it's 10 guys on the ground level. I'm fairly certain that one of those robots could easily wipe the floor with them.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's really funny too, because UNATCO later on was just like, oh yeah, no, we want to kill like all the NSF and stuff, and the NSF's like, no, we kind of want to do this peacefully. So it makes sense that the NSF would want to avoid casualties, but UNATCO doesn't give a fuck. So why don't they send those in?
Yeah. The first couple times I played, I figured that those robots were bad guys because they weren't attacking the bad guys. Like, why would there be giant combat robots not doing anything? So every time I saw them, I'd start attacking them and just get wiped out. And I was so frustrated with the game for the longest time. I was like, what is going on? And then I realized they're friendly, so I could just walk up to them.
Green is good, red is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Cody.
What?
You had just a perfect face frozen.
Oh,
you looked completely stoned.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Cody?
What mechanics did people actually like in the game then? Because it sounds like we had a lot of things that we felt were a bit outdated and didn't really enjoy. What about it did we like?
Billy?
From you.
Okay, I'll talk about this a little bit because you can see it in my Let's Play video. I was going through and they told me like, hey, you got to rescue this guy from the basement. But of course I was like, whatever, I'm going up top. I'll go to the basement later. And I got up top and you meet the leader guy and you talk to him and the whole mission's over. And when I went back to the base, it wasn't just that I had not done the mission. They actually talked about how others had gone in and saved that guy down in the basement. And then when I'm talking to the two augmented people later on, one of whom will be kind of your partner a little bit for a little while, she's telling me that I didn't save him and how she didn't respect me and the guy didn't respect me because I didn't bother to save our friend. And I liked that. I loved the fact that they cared enough to notice that I didn't do that, but still acknowledge that he had been saved and that I was kind of an asshole for not bothering to do it. But
Yeah. Well, it's really funny when you meet the NSF leader and you talk to him, and then you turn around and literally all the UNATCO guys have like completely taken over Liberty Island. And they're like, "All right, cool, we did this." It's like, why the fuck was I even here?
yeah,
Like, you could have gone in, you could have saved Herman totally fine. He would have had to kill those guys.
To be fair, they do say at the beginning, Paul, I guess, your brother or whatever, tells you it's a training mission and they want to see how you handle it before they go in. They actually do say that at the beginning.
yeah, but poor Herman.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, what if you sucked and you like got him killed? Like, Herman didn't have a choice in this.
Well, he did.
Yeah,
He didn't
true.
follow
like, what
orders.
if you walked
so-
into the interrogation room and you just like totally, slipped up, and they were just like, put a gun to his head, and they're like, "You put your gun down, or I'll kill him." They kill both of you. Like, that would suck for Herman.
Well, one of the guards at the beginning says that. 'Cause I was just kind of walking around, like talking to all the guys, whatever. One of the guards at the beginning says he didn't follow orders, so I guess at that point he's expendable, maybe. I don't know.
Ooh. So foreshadowing on whether or not.
Well, I don't know
are
because
very
I don't know
nice.
what happens.
Yes, neither do I. You'll have to see. Who knows?
But
come on.
another thing I didn't get though. Another thing I didn't get though is that Paul tells you to use stealth. He says, "Remember that we're police, so use your stun baton." But then he offers you a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of mixed signals here. And then I tried to
Yeah.
use my stun baton on like 2 guards, and then I guess it ran out of charge after that. So I'm like,
Yep, you
okay,
gotta
so
find charge.
that was good for 2 guys, and then I've still got like
He also gives you a rocket
freaking
launcher, by
50
the
other
way.
dudes to take down. So
Yeah.
I'm getting mixed messages from the game so far.
Yeah. Eventually, you'll kind of have to mix your darts, your knockout darts or whatever they are, with your stun baton if you want to get through an entire level without just guns blazing.
Yeah, it gets ridiculously hard, especially when you get to Paris. That game.
But why would you want to?
The last level, I don't know where it
Paris.
is, but yeah, I think that one's the hardest level aside from the last level, which I won't say where it is.
Yeah, don't talk about that yet. I really enjoyed the what was it, Hong Kong or wherever you were in China?
Oh, yeah, Hong Kong, I think. That
Yeah, when
level
you get to
is-
there, that's a
what's-
really cool city to explore.
Is the prison the one before that, or is that after Hong Kong? The prison.
I can't remember.
I think the
No
prison's
spoilers,
my favorite
guys.
one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Different question. The bum you find in the first level, the guy, the iron and copper.
The guy with like the junky streetwalker.
Yeah,
back on-
exactly.
Yeah.
Is he somewhat important for the story? I'm fairly certain he must be, because let's take a look at the stream.
You talking about the guy who gives you the key to the back door?
Yep.
What bum
Yeah.
are you talking about?
Yeah, that guy.
Exactly.
I
I
don't
don't remember.
him being important at
I don't
all.
remember his name.
Currently looking for the video.
remember
I didn't
Should
use that way to get in. I actually didn't even find him until after I was done with the mission. I was trying to find where I was supposed to go. I had no idea where to go. So after I left, the Liberty Island part, I went back to the docks because that's where I started. I figured that's where I was supposed to go. So then I wandered around after that for like another 20 minutes. Then I found the dock he was on, and he had some dialogue like, why am I here if you weren't going to use me? Which was kind of cool. It was kind of cool that they added that he had lines of dialogue if you didn't use them. But yeah, so I don't really know what he's for at this point.
You might want to watch the stream now, because you will see that I did some things to him that might not have been very ethical.
Oh God. Pulling up it. Fuck. Gotta see this.
He's not much of a soldier. He'll surrender right away.
Trying to remember that guy's name.
Flag. He's my main contact at the NSF.
He was called
Keep
Bum.
him alive and out on bail, or I don't have much of a business. You can forget the key. We have an emergency here. A terrorist offensive on
Wow,
your
it actually took me a while to be able to read what's on the screen right now. It looks like all chopped up. It looks like another
You want
language.
to kill rebels? You're on your own.
The video, like the graphics look fine. Just the text.
Pretty sure that same guy shows up later.
Wait a second.
He might. I don't remember him though.
I
But I mean, it's been a long time.
Oh no, it starts.
Oh my god. What are you about to do?
You
You
give me a
monster!
fucking key, buddy.
I see you didn't want to
said you
waste a
give me
bullet on him.
fucking key. And I mean it.
Oh my god, he's just running.
It was kind of sad.
You only have like 10 health at this point. He could have turned around and
Seriously.
punched you a couple times and won the
Okay.
fight.
Oh, the get gun.
Oh god,
Oh,
no.
come on. Well,
Good lord.
I guess you don't give him the key
But
then.
look at that's ridiculous. How does it make that tiny of an explosion?
How do I swing? So anyway, I was trying to kill him. And I wasn't able to. Yeah, stand still. Stand
Poor Harley.
still.
He's running. He's like, this guy's insane.
Oh, he's still alive. What the fuck? Okay, so much for that. I might be an idiot. Let's keep it with I might be an idiot.
I wonder,
So-
maybe he is important then. I don't know.
Yeah, no idea. You can kill innocent people, usually, right?
Yeah.
I don't know that
Well,
I've
he
done it a
didn't.
lot.
Didn't they establish in the beginning of that level that he was undercover? He was not.
Yeah.
He's not a bum.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely an agent. But
Yeah.
Yeah. You killed a fellow agent. I mean, it's you.
No,
that
he tried.
No,
who
I
cares?
didn't. I tried. I played horsey with him.
okay, now we're watching this video. Look to the well, you can't look to the left in it, but that skyline. What did you guys think of that ridiculous like cardboard cutout skyline?
Oh yeah, Skyline was.
Oh man,
great.
yeah. It's pretty bad. But you know, like, did you notice that in New York there's no Twin Towers?
Yeah. Oh.
There wasn't? I didn't even
Nope.
notice that.
I didn't.
Nope. Apparently they couldn't fit it because of the game was running out of memory, and so they got
Oh,
rid of
wow.
them. And in the game, it's in lore that it was because of a terrorist attack that they fell down. Keep in mind the game came out a year before 2001.
Wow. That's kind
It's pretty weird, right?
Oh god, do you think that this game gave the terrorists the idea for that?
No.
No.
I think they were sitting
Yeah,
there.
I'm sure there's tons
they
of
were like,
people
"Oh
in
my
Afghanistan
god!"
where Deus
Yeah.
World Trade Center. That's it.
That's the spot. Thank God for Deus Ex.
Uh,
No, I don't think that's.
we shouldn't.
I don't see Al Qaeda playing Deus Ex anytime soon.
I mean, we know that they played Microsoft Flight Simulator.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just
They
really
clearly
good
were
at
video
this game.
gamers. Maybe video games make you violent.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
video games caused 9/11.
That's going to be on newspapers tomorrow. Like
No.
Twinstiq reports that video games caused 9/11.
The very reputable source.
50 Shades of Unprofessionalism.
So, Andrew, do you want to? Oh, right, your videos don't work. Anyone? Billy, do you want to share any video stuff? Any scene in particular you would like to talk about?
Well, we kind of already talked about the one I was going to do, the one at 2041, where it's just them talking in the break room about how you didn't save that guy. The only other one I can think of,
Dave Herman.
I
Was
can't
that-
remember.
That
the
was
time
episode 2, right?
Yeah, episode 2.
Do you
There's
have
another
a
one.
time
episode
code?
2. No, the 2041 is for the one where they're in the break room. But there was another time code I can't remember now. But it was I was on top of the Liberty Island thing, and I'm actually trying to get in there.
Oh,
and I
I have it, found
didn't
it.
remember the fact that there were mines on the wall, and just immediately, like I see
God.
it, hear the beeping, I start backing up, and you just hear me like, "Holy shit!" God.
Oh yeah, I have one of those moments too.
Yeah.
I guess that's about how it would be in real life too.
Yeah, like, oh no, that's too late.
Yeah.
You back out, you take a couple
Well-
steps back. Holy shit! Boom.
Well, it's funny how many times you like watch people replay that game. They always forget about the fucking mines. I did too. I totally forgot those things were there.
Anyway, here is the moment you were talking about
You should introduce yourself.
Oh, right
in
here.
a second.
And Laura?
Well, maybe I want to talk to that guy. That guy was very interesting. I'm sure his backstory was like the best.
I think their audio's having some desync issues there.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see me
Uh,
watch this TV for a
Kind
few
of messed up. Not exactly playing
Good.
pinball, but gets the
Are
job
you
done.
sure you pressed the right button?
And I play some game. Like, okay, apparently I was just OCD or ADD that day.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The
Or
machine
is
would
that
not make
the
a mistake.
moment?
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like.
Yeah, I think this is it, but you're not gonna.
So you
I mean,
think
we're,
the
we can't
staff
hear
has some
anything.
kind
No, I
of
think
plot?
that's just
Yes, they do
the
that on purpose.
conspiracy, the maintenance man conspiracy.
My new partner, JC
Oh.
Benton.
I just now
Don't tell
noticed
me
your
you're going to
giveaway
wear
question.
sunglasses during
It's a
the
good-
night
it's a good
hours.
one.
It's awesome, right?
My vision department. Better to look good than to have
Well,
distractions
doesn't look
of
like
another
anyone is
agent. He's
taking
back
up, taking us up on the offer.
I just wanted to say.
I don't think I should vote for it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's why I haven't
Game
done it yet.
Mr. Manderley.
Oh,
I do not
wait.
expect you to perform
Ah.
as well as Agent
Wah.
Herman, but the
I will
mission
get you
will
that
require
right
us to
now.
do more
Boom.
fight in the NSA
Beat you to
Yes.
it, ha!
Oh, you punk!
than we really are.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Thank you.
I know they're like watching. Like, what is he?
Not to-
fathoming
You'll
up?
never know.
Leave agent still captured in a locked cell. No problem.
Now Gunther talked about the locked cell, so
See, so we were
We
supposed to
completely
go
talked over
downstairs
this,
and free
and-
the agent captured in the cell, but
well, so much for that.
It was a good attempt.
Oh, okay, now
Better.
it works.
God, what happened?
Yeah, the chat window
There.
was still open. Okay, kind of lost my train of thought, if I ever had one.
I I guess one of the important questions is going to be: will you keep playing it? Like, was it good enough from Liberty Island alone that you'll keep playing the game, or is
Well,
it
I
just
kind
kind
of
of
have to. We are
You have
having
to?
this. Yeah, we are having this Twinstiq game club. So
Well, I mean, if we didn't have to do it, would you keep playing?
actually, yeah. Once you're done with Liberty Island, you are getting into the flow. I think the first
Yeah.
steps are the hardest, the most difficult
Yeah.
ones.
Especially getting it to run on a stream.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it took forever.
But Andrew,
The missions do get better as the game progresses, like significantly with each level. I think.
Oh yeah.
but Andrew, you were the guy who hasn't played it before. So what's your opinion? Well, silence speaks.
Did
for-
we lose Andrew? No. Easy.
He. I think he's just teasing me. He looks like he's gonna start talking every few seconds and then nothing.
Are you muted, Andrew? I don't know what's going on
No,
here.
he isn't muted.
No, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes,
Am
there
I
we
just
go.
delayed or what?
Nope.
Possibly.
Oh, okay, sorry. So what was the question again?
What's your
Did you mean
opinion?
just
Would you continue playing it if you weren't obligated to, under the rules of the Twinstiq Game Club?
The Twin Game Club.
Probably not, but at the same time, I kind of want to keep playing it now just to see if I like it anymore as it goes on, and plus kind of some of the inconsistencies I was talking about, they've been kind of funny to me. So I feel bad because I'm kind of knocking what some people hold as kind of a classic of PC gaming, but. Yeah, I've basically I found it to be kind of funny so far. So it's entertaining me at least.
All right.
Well, should we take a short break and then return with some kind of plan on what to talk about next?
Yeah, we can do
Okay.
that. Have we been recording this at all? Aside from just streaming?
Yeah,
It's going
Hitbox
straight
is
to
recording it, and
Okay,
we
cool.
can
Sweet.
then-
Get it later. Sweet. Yeah.
Okay. If you are watching
Yeah.
this, you will see 10 ads, and then we will return.
10 ads.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Good lord.
Of the ads. Watch
Yeah,
them.
we aren't even getting money from them.
But you gotta hook them young. Get them
Yeah.
loving the ads early.
Gotta get them used to the ads first.
Yeah, and we have to show our support to Hitbox, so they actually give us our
Sponsorship stuff.
Yep, partnership. And Lost Wolf uses the chance to get some food, so that's fine too. Oh wait, only 270 seconds. I have to hurry up with smoking. Anyway,
He was like, I didn't need to get anything ready. I just need to smoke.
Yeah.
I've been there.
hey, you know me. I don't give a fuck. I smoke on stream. I actually did it during the last podcast. Oh, Lost.
And that's why Mattel will never sponsor us.
What the fuck? Lost Wolfie can
Yeah.
hear me? Huh? Huh? Is our mic still running? Interesting.
I'm seeing an ad, but I don't have the volume on, so I do not. Yeah,
My,
nope.
my internet is hating Hitbox right now.
Professionalism
Awesome.
every way.
Okay.
Wonderful.
great.
Absolutely wonderful, everybody.
Well, at least we didn't say anything really bad
Hey
this
guys,
time.
it's a learning experience. Like, yeah, God, I just hate all the 6 viewers. 40 viewers. Wow.
Everybody who's watching this, they're just awful. Oh my god. Like, oh wait, we're recording?
By the way, we are still recording, so.
That's gonna be a soundbite on like Kotaku. We'll be like, Twinstiq hates their viewers.
Oh yeah.
And we'll just be like, Kotaku knows we exist.
Yeah, who cares? We're on the big time now. We are the big time. We're moving up, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be like number one in just a few thousand years.
So another thing I
Yeah.
just realized is, since this is then straight going to YouTube, and obviously our stuff gets recorded right now, the YouTube bot will actually see me smoking. So, hey kids, enjoy cigarettes.
You don't have to, kids. I've never smoked one. I'm almost 24 years old.
See, and I'm 26 and I'm still alive, so
Get both ends of the spectrum. You can do whatever you want.
if you smoke you get 26, if not you only get 24.